この動画はナルトオンラインの提供でお送りします。ナルトオンラインは漫画ナルトの世界をベースに渦巻きナルトの冒険を体験できる基本無料のブラウザゲーム。お気に入りのキャラでチームを組んで敵と戦い、フレンドとの協力プレイも楽しめます。
Hey everyone, Gaijin Goombah here. Now, back in July of last year, I teased a video talking about Naruto, Ninja, and the powers of the Kuji-in hand mudras, and I suppose 6 months is a bit too long to keep you guys waiting any longer. So, let me ask you something. What if I told you that Naruto's concepts of chakras, hand seals, elemental balance, and the ability to manipulate our body's energies were true? While it is pretty impossible to lob fire, move mountains, manipulate waterfalls, and toss Rasengan around like it was something to do, Naruto's concept of spiritual and elemental chakra isn't completely fiction. How? Why? Well, it's a fairly complicated process, so let me first break down how chakras work within the Naruto universe to give us a backdrop to where the original concept came from. The nature aspect of chakra abilities breaks down into 5 elements in the body's manipulation and release of those elements. Fire or katon, wind or futon, water or suiton, lightning or daiton, and earth or doton. Each of them having their own counters and complements. For example, water is strong against fire, fire is strong against wind is strong against lightning, so on and so forth. With combinations of the 5 creating even more elements, such as lava coming from earth and fire, wood coming from water and earth, ice coming from wind and water, yada yada yada. And Lord have mercy should you get the yin and yang releases into the mix. That's just when you start unlocking some god-level jutsus. Speaking of, jutsu techniques are performed when the shinobi releases their inner chakra in the form of hand seals. Now these hand seals provide the shinobi with greater control over their inner chakra so they don't misuse it or deplete it too quickly in battle. Through the various hand seals, a multitude of effects can transpire depending on the gesture, elemental affinity, and chakra form. Though there are tons of hand seals used in various jutsu effects, the ones seen most prominently are based off the Chinese zodiac of rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, ram, monkey, bird, dog, and boar. I know that isn't absolutely everything when it comes to the creation and manipulation of chakra energies when it comes to the Naruto universe, but I just wanted to point out the basics for those of us that haven't seen the 700 plus episodes that make up the entire series. In contrast, shinobi of the real world would also utilize a series of hand seals in order to further their own capacities and understanding of the energies of the universe. The Kuji-in, literally meaning 9 character seals. Originating in the Taoist Chinese text Bao Pu Zu, these seals were actually a 9-word prayer to be recited in secret. In Japanese, they were Din, Pyo, To, Sha, Kai, Jin, Bet, Zai, and Zen. But in Chinese, it roughly translates out into, "May all those who preside over warriors be my vanguard." By and large, it was a prayer made to make sure that the duties and actions of the one praying would proceed without difficulties in esoteric Buddhism. And with the prayer came 9 accompanied hand seals, or mudras as they were called, to help the one in prayer channel and focus appropriate energies within their body. But why would shinobi concern themselves with esoteric Buddhism, you might say? Because, theoretically speaking, ninjutsu came from esoteric Buddhism. Coming from a very hidden sect called Mikyo or Hidden Teachings, this form of Buddhism is said to either have come straight from China or moved through China to Korea and then into Japan. In any case, it was the mantras, mudras, and other techniques of self-empowerment from Mikyo Buddhism that helped to define what ninjutsu had become. And with it came all of the stories of ninpo or ninja magic that allowed the shinobi to perform all manner of incredible feats, such as turning invisible, creating shadow clones, and turning into animals. Of course, these rumors of ninja magic weren't true, but that sure didn't stop the shinobi from abusing them. Though there aren't any official sources, it has been said that ninja would actually bring either a companion or small animal dressed in identical clothing to both act as a decoy and intimidation to throw off their enemies into believing that said ninja did have the power of copying themselves or turning into that animal. This is exactly where Naruto gets its concepts of hand seals and the effects that come from them. While I admit that Naruto as a series does play around with a lot of new ideas when it comes to the concepts of mudras, they actually do stem from a real-life practice that many people believe unlocked their own hidden abilities. I suppose this is as good a time as any to plug this video's sponsor, Naruto Online, because the game's fighting animations do a pretty good job of showing you exactly what I mean when it comes to these mudras. A lot of jutsus you use in battle in this game reflect a great deal of what you see in the show, and likewise are reflected in ancient ninja lore. For example, if you group up with Naruto in the game, he spams the ever-loving crap out of that Shadow Clone Jutsu, which is about as stereotypically shinobi as it gets. Also, he really likes to use that sexy jutsu. But do let me go on record in saying that even though this is a browser-based game, it's one of the better ones that I've tried. It's completely free to play, and it's certainly not hard to make friends either. The whole game actually revolves around the entire storyline of Naruto, and even though you roll with an OC character, it never feels like you get in the way of the story all that much. Like I said, it's the fighting that really gives Naruto Online good game feel. At first it felt like individual characters simply had their own set of skills they used independently, but then I discovered different characters would combo attacks depending on whose turn it was. This adds a completely new layer of strategy on top of the already extensively deep elements of stats, level, and gear. Plus, it's pretty cool to be able to recruit characters from the show and watch them unload their trademark elemental jutsus. Oh geez, elemental jutsus, I haven't even touched on those yet, have I? And those make up like a vast majority of the techniques, right? Heck, when it comes to Naruto Online, your character's attributes and design come specifically from what element you decide to roll with. Well, believe it or not, those two are also found in hand mudras, though it extends from ninjutsu's adaptation of Buddhism and moves into Buddhism's adaptation of yoga from India. If it already wasn't apparent, what makes the hand mudras so incredibly special is the positioning of the fingers during the hand seals. But this begs the question of why? Why is it so exclusive to the hands? Why not the position of the arms, the feet, the legs, or the toes, or any other extremities of the human body? Well, the reason is because in yoga, and by extension Buddhism, corresponding to the 9 some odd chakra gates the human body is believed to have, each finger is also believed to regulate one of the 5 elements that flow within the body. Those being the thumb, which controls fire, the index finger, which controls air, the middle finger, which controls sky, or I guess in Naruto's case lightning, the ring finger, which regulates earth, and the pinky finger, which regulates water. Positioning a combination of these fingers is said to amplify the different elements within your body. For example, if you're feeling super farty, the mudra of air Vayu is said to help balance the excess air within your body. Need to burn off a little more fat and get your metabolism boosted? The mudra of fire Agni can actually help your body get a kickstart. Mouth feeling a little too dry? Try the water mudra Jal to get your body more attuned with your hydration. I mean it, there is literally a mudra for every element disorder of the body, and to many yoga practitioners, these mudras are key in keeping the elements within your body in check. There are a multitude of other mudras that regulate chakra energies in the body. In fact, the combination of the 5 elements within your fingertips helps regulate the more complicated elements of the body, such as knowledge, emptiness, and vital energy. Likewise in Naruto, different elements are combined to create and control other elements of nature. Look, I know not everyone is super in love with Naruto. I, for example, was more of a 90s kid, so by and large Naruto just kinda went under my radar as I went off to college. But I think the fact that it's ultra popular and longer than War and Peace doesn't mean that it doesn't have a lot going for it on a deeper scale. Other YouTubers like Gigguk and Mother's Basement have made videos talking about how Naruto digs a little bit deeper in story and character development than we realize. And after learning all this information about ninjutsu, the Kuji-in, the origins of the mudras, and all of their elemental effects, it just goes to show that there's something deeper in this show. Something far more inspired than just giving teenagers the ability to toss fire, stone, and lightning around. In my final analysis, I don't think the Naruto series is so much about ninjutsu than it is about Buddhism. Go back to Shippuden's episode 468 and 464. You'll learn a lot about the origin of the power of chakra in this series' universe. It comes not from the subversive and self-awareness qualities that make up ninjutsu of the real world, but the Buddhist ethics of compassion, control, and abandoning of desires like power. I mean, the physical and emotional battle between Indra and Ashura is a great personification of that struggle. Anyways guys, thanks for watching, and a big thank you to Naruto Online for sponsoring this video. If you're looking for a really good free-to-play game that can take you back to your favorite moments in Naruto's long-running saga, Naruto Online is a great way to relive those experiences. Create your own character, discover your own elemental attunement, hook up with friends, and explore the game's vast world. Also, really fast, I want to announce my weekend event Shinobi Stream. I love ninjas, a lot of you guys love ninjas, and gaming sure as heck loves ninjas, so I'll be covering ninja games as far back as the 8-bit era to modern day, and give historical and cultural commentary as we play them together. Streaming times are Saturday and Sunday from 5 PM to 6 or 7 PM US Central Time. But if you can't make it, don't worry because I'm archiving every stream on an unlisted playlist on the channel's homepage. But if this video left you even more curious about ninja and their connection to Buddhism, you can actually learn a bunch more through a few Overwatch videos I've done over Genji and Zenyatta. Otherwise, be sure to subscribe and click that bell to never miss out on my newest videos. But until next time everyone, this is Gaijin Goombah, signing out.